You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he's never been out of France, he's never boxed at this level, and if Carl is the star that we think he is, he puts him to the sword tonight.
And listen, for those of us that love this game of boxing, you see scenes like we've got here in Belfast. You know this is a sport that is alive and kicking.
You know what, it's not only alive and kicking, Jim. We're doing numbers at the moment. We've got more pro boxers than we've had for 50, 60 years, more shows than we've had for 50 years nationwide. We are absolutely kicking it to death. Trust me, we are smashing it. Look at this here. And what happens, I've said it before, what happens when you fight for the world title here? Where the hell do we go in May? Where?
Well, these people here will not want us, will not want us to leave Belfast, will they? And a huge crowd here that are really on the edge. It's 10:15, you're live with Box Nation. It has been the loudest night in our history. Steve Bunch and Ricky Hatton alongside me, Jim Rosenthal here in the Odyssey Arena. We are all set to go with a big fight of the night. Let us join your MC, Craig Stephen.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the big one. Please welcome to the ring the challenger from France, Frenchman Parodi.
Are pretty hostile. First time he's fought outside France. I wonder what he's thinking there. He wouldn't be human if there weren't nerves.
Oh, the atmosphere is something else, isn't it, John? Really deafening sound, and I don't envy Parody, that's for sure.
How well will he cope with it? Experienced fighter, he's been around as a professional for some 8 years. Irish crowd have a reputation for sportsmanship, but he is met by a fairly derisory reception. He says he's got the weapons to win this convincingly. Is he still keeping that sort of mindset?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, time to welcome the champion from Belfast, Northern Ireland, Carl, the Jack of FRAMPTON.
The arrival of the hero. You have to go back to the days of the man alongside him, Barry McGuigan, to understand the sort of boxing fever which now consumes the city. They really do believe that this guy is something very, very special. There are so many similarities with Barry McGuigan. Immensely likeable, charismatic, delivers in the ring, heavy-handed, and a man who unites support in this beautiful country. That is just spine-tingling. He said it gave him at least a 10% advantage when he fought Martinez back in February. Here against Parodi, it might be even more. hasn't been an atmosphere like this for a boxing event in Ireland in years. It is just huge. And Jeremy Parodi must be feeling just a little bit friendless. Whipping up the crowd to still greater levels of volume.
Well, once again, ladies and gentlemen, you're all very welcome here to the Odyssey Arena, Belfast, where Cyclone Promotions is very proud to bring you, in association with CS Asset Management, 12 rounds of boxing to decide the IBF Intercontinental and European Super Bantamweight crown. And at this time, a very warm welcome to you, the viewers joining us at home on Box Nation, the home of boxing. All our officials ringside, appointed by the EBU, the IBF, and the British Boxing Board of Control. The president of the European Boxing Union is Mr. Montbogis, supervisor for the IBF, Alfred Azaro. From the British Boxing Board of Control, we have Dennis Gilmartin, John Williamson, and John Campbell. Our three scoring judges at ringside. From Gulheim, Germany, Arnold Golgar. From Bern, Switzerland, Beat Hausemann. And from Krakow, Poland, Grzegorz Molenda. The timekeeper at the bell from Hillsborough, County Down, Dale Elliott. And when the bell rings and the action commences, the referee in charge from Rome, Italy, is Mr. Adrio Zanoni. And so, ladies and gentlemen, in attendance for the sold-out 9,000 in attendance here at ringside, and for those watching at home on Box Nation, the officials are ready, the boxers are ready. Are you ready for the main event? In the red corner stands the challenger with head coach Alan Rocco, winning black shorts, weighing in at 8 stone 9 pounds 2 ounces. Coming to the ring, 37 contests, 35 wins, 9 wins inside the distance, 1 loss, 1 draw. The former IBF Youth and French champion, the reigning IBF International Super Bantamweight champion from Toulon, France, Jeremy Parodi. And in the blue corner, with head coach Shane McGuigan, winning red shorts with black, weighing in 8 stone 9 pounds 9 ounces, bringing to the ring a perfect professional record, 16 wins from 16 contests, 11 wins inside the distance. He is the reigning, defending IBF Intercontinental and European Super Bantamweight champion from Belfast, Northern Ireland, Carl the Jackal Frampton. Referee Andrea Zanoni. This is an eliminator for the IBF World title.
Belfast is in no mood for disappointment. Carl Frampton's fiancée, Christine Dorian, sitting at ringside. They're due to get married next weekend. He wants to provide her with a wonderful present tonight, with a spectacular performance. Last two fights against Steve Molitor and in that Martinez fight we've been talking about have shown that Carl Frampton has become equally effective on the front foot or the back, and also that he has the ability to adapt and to think in the ring, a hallmark of a champion.
Yeah, he's shown class, hasn't he, since he turned pro onwards, but especially his last few wins have been exceptional.
Parodi just trying to keep himself elusive in these opening seconds and just get a little bit of a look at Frampton.
Well, you know that when Carl Frampton sets himself, you know, he really lets go with those shots, so Parodi just trying to be circular motions, just trying to go back and forth, not be an easy target to hit. But already, though, Frampton seems to have found the range.
Parodi does usually maintain a very high work rate, and in most of his fights he's seemed to be the one who likes to force the pace, but here already signs that he thinks that he can perhaps rely on boxing skills. That's a nice sweet right hand from Frampton. Doesn't want to be taking those, Parodi.
Just a lazy jab from Parodi, one that he was made to pay by a crunching right hand from Frampton. And he's also looking for that left hook round the back of the ribs, isn't he?
Frampton so heavy-handed. Terrific amateur record. And now undefeated in 16 fights. The longest undefeated run by a current Irish professional.
Parodi trying to be elusive, but he's not throwing anything back, is he? He needs to maybe try and throw in threes if he can. But Frampton looks so comfortable, just stalking his prey.
Nothing at all of note from Parodi so far. Flicking out that jab, but out of range. Good body shot. Terrific left hook from Frampton. Parodi coming into this on the back of a 7-fight undefeated run. But he's not looking at the moment as though he's going to make it 8.
Some powerful shots coming in from Frampton. Really, just this early on, they just disguised the left hook and feint with the jab. Lovely first round from Frampton.
Good opening round and taking it comfortably.
Drive that body shot in, right? That pull shot, throwing the left hook, put the right hand on in. Pull shot, left hook, right. He's so scary, man.
There's Christine, alongside Barry McGuigan. Christine with the dark hair, anxious as ever, watching her husband to be in action. With a very, very composed, impressive opening round from Frampton, and not a lot from Parodi. Belfast crowd, this sellout crowd of 9,000 will be delighted of what they've seen. Parodi needs to find something different to what he produced in that opening round.
You think you got the right idea to stay plenty mobile against Frampton, but you have to throw punches back. The fact that he's not just gives Frampton the opportunity just to stalk and close the gap really quick, and then you know you're in trouble.
Nice right hand from Frampton over the left lead, which once again was just a little bit on the lazy side, as Barry was saying earlier, and good body shots from Frampton. 3 crunching left hooks.
Well, Parodi's snatching at the shots, isn't he? He's so worried about what's coming back. He's too anxious when he throws the punch. He needs to relax a bit when he's throwing his shots.
Somewhere, undoubtedly, Scott Quigg will be a very interested observer of this one. So much talk about that big showdown at some stage in the future.
Nice little left hook there off Parodi, just coming off the ropes.
Parodi just planting his feet a little bit more at this stage of the second round.
Yeah, Frampton just give away a bit of ground, haven't he? Maybe encouraging Parodi to come onto something.
Body shots from Frampton once more.
There you go, Parodi, trying to get the double jab off. They're making a go, making an effort to try and land the shots.
Sense that big shot from Frampton could come at any moment. Maury lures Parodi into getting onto that front foot.
Some good head movement there again from Carl Frampton. A little bit, Parodi needs to do a little bit of the same, doesn't he? He's a little bit rigid.
Noise from this packed crowd just subsides a little bit. Fair play to Parodi. It looks as though he's tried to impose his jab in that second round, and it was a closer round.
Yeah, still a clear round for Frampton, but at least Parodi had a little bit of success. It gives him a little bit of hope, and he did, to be fair, plant himself in the centre of the ring and try his best to push Frampton back. But another good round for me for Carl Frampton.
Parodi electing not to sit in his corner. Really surprises me, that one, matter of choice. Old George used to do that late on in his career, George Foreman.
Well, you don't do it when you're in the gym, so I guess that's maybe the reasoning behind it. But, you need to get every second rest you can when you're fighting, that's for sure.
Experienced corner.
10 seconds.
You see Frampton watching everything across the ring, concentrating on the advice of Shane McGuigan. Into the third round. On Barry Jones' scorecard, both rounds to Carl Frampton so far.
And he hasn't really shifted any gears yet, has he, Carl Frampton? Still taking his time.
Parodi trying a couple of speculative overhand right hands.
He's taken a few big heavy right hands off Frampton, and to be fair, he's taken them quite well, hasn't he, Parodi?
Well, he has a reputation for durability. If not heavy-handedness. This is good from Frampton. With quick hands, scoring shots coming from both flanks. Newspapers over here have been packed with reports on Frampton all week. Television, sports broadcasts, UTV and the BBC, both giving terrific coverage to this fight, and it's reflected by the level of support that Frampton's getting here now, I think.
Yeah, some nice classy combinations there from Frampton. But just prior to that, Parodi trying to push Frampton back. Oh, good left hook there again from Parodi. And Frampton just with a little mark under his left eye. He's going to do a feint work there from Frampton. He really wants to get that left hook to the body in, doesn't he?
Parodi's showing that he's got a decent jab, and it is getting through. Nice left-hand counter again inside there from Parodi, but the more eye-catching punches from Frampton.
And all the qualities coming from Frampton, but Parodi's having a few successes in here, in this round.
Got through with a right hand to the body as well in that last exchange. Parodi also marked underneath the left eye. No great power in that jab of Parodi, but he throws a lot of them. It's an irritant.
Yeah, it's a deterrent as well. Just keeps Frampton sometimes off his plan when he's about to attack, makes him reset. Oh, good work. And again with that right hand, he times it well, doesn't he, Carl Frampton, and Parodi struggled to block it.
Well, third round. Again, Parodi had his moments, but not surely doing enough to take it.
No, nowhere near doing enough to take it, but showed some good signs there that he's willing to. You know, he's up for the fight.
Put back with your head up, right? Yeah. You try and lean back too much. Keep their hands up, right? Use them feet to get your back. You need to start pushing this guy back to the ropes, right? As soon as he gets back to the ropes, he's got nowhere to go. Then you can start getting your shots off, and you won't miss, all right? Yeah. Push him back with that double jab right hand. Every time you hit him with half hit with the left hook to body, even on the arms, he's wilting, right? So double it up. Hit the shoulder, double underneath, right? But you've got to be committed to get in there. Is he punching? No.
This was one of the moments of Frampton dominance from that third round.
Corners 10 seconds.
Yeah, he just got in with a nice little left hook, didn't he? Just underneath the elbow of Parodi. But again, even though Parodi had some successes, all the quality came from Frampton again in that round.
Into the fourth round in what is being seen as a world title eliminator. Carl Frampton, Belfast boy in the red shorts, ahead after 3 rounds, and that's a solid left hand, sends Parodi staggering back. And the right hand, right on that damaged left eye.
Yeah, he's opened up a little cut, hasn't he, above the left eye now, Parodi. Again, just up the gears, didn't he, a little bit, Frampton. When he does change up the gears, Parodi can't answer.
And now he's looking for him and looked a little bit unsteady. Again, targeting the damaged left eye. And he has really stepped on the gas here in round 4. Terrific right hand again. Followed up by the body shot and the right uppercut. Barry McGuigan in there, living every punch with his man.
Parodi needs some lateral movement at the moment. Frampton just teeing up, and again with the right hand.
Parodi came back with a decent right hand of his own. Frampton completely unmoved by it, though.
But he's not rushing any of his work, is he, Carl Frampton? Just taking his time. Doesn't feel like the guy's ready to go yet.
It's ignited the crowd. A little bit quiet in rounds 2 and 3, but here in the 4th, Frampton is starting to deliver the power shots, which are his trademark. Another solid right hand. Parodi, who's got that great punch resistance, but it's being tested. Tries to flick out that waspish left jab.
Good work there, nice lead uppercut from Frampton.
Frampton's done terrifically well with that right hand in this round. Hardly been able to miss.
Well, he stayed in range as well, hasn't he? He hasn't really given Parodi any breathers, any breaks or rests.
Parodi taken everything, but he looks as though he's being bust up. But he's still flicking out that jab, and it's quick and accurate.
Keeping a tight defence now, Parodi, isn't he? To be fair, taking a lot of those on the gloves.
I'm not surprised after some of the right hands he took earlier on.
But he needs more head movement, doesn't he, Parodi? He went low there, that was a good idea. Stay nice and low.
Well, that's a big round to Carl Frampton. And it gets the response you'd anticipate.
And as soon as he put his foot on the gas, John, that was the difference, wasn't it? He put his foot on the gas and Parodi couldn't stay with him.
He's got a nick over that left eye, swelling underneath. And it's only going to get worse. That's that left hand when he staggered back across the ring. I don't think he was particularly hurt.
No, he just caught him square, then he caught him square there, just his feet together, and just knocked him a little bit off balance, but then Frampton never rushed his work, just kept on him. That was a right hand. That left hook to the body there again, and he's been trying for the few previous rounds. And that was a good thing about Frampton. He never rushed in, never got carried away, never got too excited. Just patiently trying to dismantle Parodi.
One defeat on Parodi's record against Artem Matirosyan, who lost to Kiko Martinez and also to Rendell Munro. Frampton right on top into round 5. Left-hand counter from Parodi as Frampton was trying to unload to the body with the right hand.
His game, isn't he, Parodi? Just coming forward now.
There's not too much dancing now, is there? He's ready to plant himself and to try and trade. Maybe through necessity rather than some conscious decision.
Yeah, just landing a nice left hook there, Parodi.
Again, the right hand thuds in, the overhand right hand from Frampton. He's had terrific success with that. Frampton giving ground again, allowing Parodi to come to him. As the cut opens up over that left eye. Blood dribbling down. Oh, terrific shot again from Frampton. Accuracy and speed.
A great shot. And what did Parodi do? Nothing, just carried on walking forward.
Frenchman's brave, but is being outgunned in all departments right now.
Frampton knows that Parodi takes a good shot, trying to get different angles on the punches. A little bit wild then with that right hand over the top, Carl Frampton.
Parodi now is getting a little bit more mobile. Frampton trying to sucker him in, and a beautiful uppercut as he does so, right hand.
Oh, great bit of work when he uppercut, and he followed it with 4 or 5 really fast combinations.
Fair play to Parodi though, coming back and throwing a few decent looking shots of his own, although most of them taken on arms and gloves by Frampton. 5 rounds completed. There are a few who thought it would be over by now.
Well, you can't factor in how tough Parodi is, can you? Really, he is a tough guy. I don't think his Arsenal is as tough as anything.
C'est moins mauvais ces rounds-là, hein? Tu es un peu plus entreprenant.
It's a lovely body shot. See the right hand to the head. How many of those have there been?
Yeah, well, that one in particular was a real whipping right hand one. It was speed and everything. Look at that. Look at Parodi, he doesn't even blink. Not at all. Real tough kid.
Christine keeping a close watch on Carl, and he's winning everything.
Start loading up with it.
Use your feet.
Put it back. You're starting to see it now. More to the body, right?
Corners, 10 seconds.
Right, jab, jab, bang the body, jab, jab.
Parodi showing tremendous resilience,
Line 6.
but not a huge amount more as we move into the 6th. Parodi onto the front foot, trying to force the pace in the early stages of this 6th.
Well, he should have done this from the offset. You think, don't you, knew he could take a good shot. Obviously, he can take Carl's shots. So you think, even though Carl hits really hard, you think you should have walked forward from round 1.
Italian referee telling Frampton to keep his punches up. And this is better from Parodi. Needs an awful lot more, though, if he's going to turn this one around. Surely the first 5 rounds have got to have gone against him. Has a right hand from Parodi.
But the difference when Frampton goes through the gears, he just, again, he can live in a good body shot there from Frampton.
Delivering a couple of McGuigan-esque hooks to the body, Frampton.
Good right hand over the top there as well. Reopening the cut.
Nice left to the body from Frampton. Worked for that opening and delivered.
Let the team just sustain it a little bit longer, those combinations. Good left hook as well timed and spinning off with it as well. He's not taking any risks, is he, Carl Frampton?
Awful lot at stake. World title fight likely to happen in the new year. And can't afford slip-ups now.
Good body shot.
Oh, and he's gone down to it as well. Good body shot. You can say that again. That was a phenomenal body shot. And his manager couldn't have delivered it any better, and he's been counted out. It's all over. And Frampton has got the win he craved. The Odyssey Arena celebrates. Belfast celebrates. Ireland rejoices. And Frampton moves on. 17 out of 17. And the body shot, the left hand, was textbook.
Well, he's been looking for that shot all night, hasn't he? Just trying to get beyond the elbow. Hasn't really caught him a few times, but really been able to connect with it properly, but that was beautiful, really was. Really was a beautifully timed shot, and you can just see the little delayed reaction. You know they're in trouble when that happens, John.
I don't think the Clonus Cyclone could have done that any better himself. He's now whipping up the support of the crowd, who are raising the rafters here. Cacophony in the Odyssey Arena as the cards are handed in, but it's all academic because it has ended with a Frampton stoppage, a Frampton knockout. I think that's cue for a dance, Barry. You joining in?
No, not for me, John. Good performance by Carl Frampton, a very measured performance. Didn't take any silly risks. Worked the guy over, and for me, never really got out the third gear. It looked good. It looked very good. Good performance.
Parodi was brave. He took some huge shots, and he kept on coming. but he was just outgunned, but he didn't have anything in the arsenal to move Frampton. That was the key.
Yeah.
Didn't have the power to worry Carl.
That's exactly what it is. Didn't have the hand speed, or more importantly, the power to push Frampton back, and that was the difference. But he was as tough as you like. Really was. You didn't see him going down, did you?
Let's have a look again.
There you look at a lovely shot. Well delivered. Just in front of the elbow, I think this time. He was trying behind the elbow most of the time. I think that might be just in front.
Cumulative effect, wasn't it? He'd worked, he'd landed a left hook, a good left hook, which was picked out earlier in the round. And if you start getting them on a repeated basis, then that's the upshot.
Yeah, well, he'd been trying it all night, so he just methodically went about his business, Carl Frampton, just trying for the shot again, knowing it, just give biding time, he'll land the shot, and when he did, that was the effect. And I've been on the end of those, John. There's nothing you can do about it.
Carl Frampton can start to worry about his best man's speech now, can't he? Paddy Barnes, his old mate, and bronze medalist from the Olympics in 2008 and 2012. He's the man who's going to be delivering. And Christine is the wife-to-be. And Carl Frampton, well, he did everything he needed to do here. Fair play to Jeremy Parodi. Lovely display of sportsmanship. Holding aloft the arm of the man who has won. And the referee as well, helping in the occasion, and the crowd enjoying every moment. And here are the words which will be music to Carl Frampton's ears and to the ears of this huge Belfast crowd.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, referee Adrian Zanoni has our boxers, and he has asked me to ask you to join him in congratulating both boxers on a fantastic contest. Please, ladies and gentlemen, both boxers in the ring. The end comes at 2 minutes and 59 seconds of round number 6, when referee Adrian Zanoni reaches the count of 10. The winner by counter, he is still the IBF Intercontinental and European Super Bantamweight champion from Belfast, Northern Ireland, Carl the Jackal Frampton.
Next stop could well be a challenge for the world title. Carl Frampton has delivered here, and Belfast absolutely believes. There's hardly anybody in here tonight, I don't think, who doesn't think that Carl Frampton is destined to become a world champion.
The challenger from France, Jeremy Parodi.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Barry. Just an outstanding fight. And Frampton getting the job done with 1 second remaining in that 6th round. The McGuigans, either side of him, dancing a jig of joy at the end of it. And Barry expanding more energy in there, I would imagine, than he did in 1 or 2 of his fights. Great night for the McGuigans, great night for Frampton, and a great night for this sporting city of Belfast as well. Ricky, I want to come to you. You were here, you were watching. When that punch went in, I heard you go, whoa.
Yeah, the minute that punch went in, it was over, you know. And to be honest, it had to be a body punch to do it. He was proving too tough for his own good. You know what I mean? He just wasn't moving him, to be honest with you. So he had to be a body shot, and it was perfect. His movement was fantastic. His boxing ability, his punch picking was really good. He's really matured into a good, solid future world champion for me.
Yeah, absolutely. And the body shots, they were no good round the back of the elbow, as Barry Jones pointed out. You had to try and slide one up the middle. That's easier said than done, as Ricky will attest to. And as for the headshots, he didn't just take some good ones. He took some perfectly timed ones that made me, I was down there 6 foot from it, go like that. The kid never flinched. Never flinched, Rick.
He was a game Frenchman who came here. He's outgunned in the end. Let us go ringside and see if Alex has got the winner with him in all that bedlam here in Belfast.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Carl Frampton with us, your champion. Belfast, make some noise! And also for everybody back home watching on Box Nation, Carl, we wanted a special performance. You delivered exactly that. How are you feeling?
Feel great. You know, I just want to thank everyone that came out here. It was unbelievable support from the press conference, the weigh-in, the fight. The best in Britain, best in Ireland. Unbelievable support here in Belfast.
It was a crackling atmosphere, absolutely sensational. We've toured around the world, and that is something special. Now, where does that now put you? And have you got a message for Scott Quigg?
I have a message for every super bantamweight in the world. I'm coming for you. I'm ready for anyone now. Scott Quigg, Kiko Martinez. I'm the hardest punching super bantamweight in the world, and I can take a good shot too. So who's next? I have to ask Barry.
I've got it. Let's bring Barry in. This is bringing back the good old days, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's every bit as good as the good old days, if not better. It's incredible. It's incredible. And I personally, like Carl, want to thank everybody that came out tonight, and the media in the support this week has been extraordinary. And Belfast is the best fight city in the world, I'm telling you. And we have a kid here who's going the whole way, Alex. He's going the whole way. I watched him many years ago, and he's an extraordinary talent. And I want to commend Shane for doing an incredible job with this kid. What a job he's doing.
This guy lives with me when I'm away training. He diets with me. He loses weight with me. He eats everything that I eat. You know, it's a struggle for me sometimes to get down, but this guy does it beside me, and I want to thank him. I appreciate everything he does. And Christine and Carla for being away for so long, all the sacrifices. Thank you.
We'll talk about Christine shortly. A couple of more questions. Barry, that pushes him a step closer to maybe Kiko Martinez rematch. He's the IBF champion. Is that a fight you'd like to make? Is that something that's going to happen down the line?
That's the ideal scenario, Alex. Kiko is fighting Jeffrey Matabula on the 21st of December. He's going to go off and get married to the gorgeous Christine, and they're going to have a honeymoon, and then we're going to go out to Spain to watch that fight, and we're going to offer the winner a lot of money. We got Nelson behind us. We got, there's been a wonderful guy. He's been tremendous support. And we are going to go out and offer him a lot of money. The winner of that fight, whether it's Matabula, whether it's Martinez, we will offer them a lot of money. Because we want to bring this fight back to Belfast, because this is where it has to happen.
Amen to that. Right, a couple of questions to finish off. First of all, you've got a certain young lady just across the other side of the ropes there who you're going to take on honeymoon soon. A wedding in a week or so's time?
Get married next week, and I owe a lot to Christine. She does everything. She looks after the child for me when I'm away. She allows me to go away and train. Getting a bit emotional here, but I love her.
One final question. You told me when we did Box Nation Meets Carl Frampton a couple of months ago, there's a certain post-fight ritual that you like to treat yourself to just down the road.
Pavlova for breakfast. Can't wait. Maybe 2 this time.
Belfast, salute your son, Carl Frampton.
Well, fantastic stuff from the McGuigans, and from a man who's getting married next week to Christine Dorian, and got a few other big dates in that particular ring in the not too distant future. Just a tremendous night, a Frampton night, one of many Frampton nights I think that we're going to have here in Belfast. And just looking at him there, Ricky, do you think it took him a little while perhaps to warm up? He fought a very calculated fight in there. Hasn't been in the ring since February. Was out in the summer.
I thought it was a perfect one. He got a good few 6, what was it, 6, 7 rounds. He got 6 rounds out of it. Made him miss, got the timing. You can always tell the manner in which you win. If you blast him through British title level, you're going to be a European champion. If you blast him through European level, you're going to be a world champion. That's exactly what he's done. He's just done it with, in second gear. That shows he's got it in him to go the full hog.
One other thing for you, Steve, I know you were ringside watching this at very, very close quarters. I took terrific admiration looking at this guy. He didn't let himself get affected by the bedlam around him. He was a very cool, calculated sportsman out there.
I've got to tell you, Jim, I got down there just before he came to the ring, and I got his eyes when he came in all the way through. I never took my eyes off his eyes for 2 minutes. And I can assure you, if you'd have measured him, like I said, he would have been like one of those Kenyan marathon runners. You know about those, Jim, from your days on that circuit,
yeah,
who have got no heartbeat, correct? They run marathons, they've got no heartbeat. That's what he's like. That's what he was like. That's what Joe Calzaki's like. That's what Floyd Mayweather's like. That's what the best boxers and athletes are like. And Frampton's got that little thing in him. He's ice cold, Jim. Ice cold.
Ice in those veins, very cool, and he did a perfect job here in Belfast in his home city tonight. Let's have a look at the body shots that ended this fight, shall we, Ricky? This is the start of the decisive round, the dismantling process. There's one gone in there, Ricky, and another.
He's getting the body shots in there, but you know what? He's thinking about throwing it. You know what? He waited for Parodi to throw a right hand to the head, and as soon as the right hand to the head come, watch. I think it comes in a minute. You know, he throws a right hand to the head, and Cal throws one exactly the same time.
Fair play to Parodi. He's still coming back with some, isn't he?
I think it comes up in a minute, but he actually nailed him, and as he threw a right hand to the head, he actually dropped the body shot downstairs.
Here's the finish coming up here.
See?
That's it.
He threw the right hand to the head. He waited for him to leave the gap.
Throw it.
And sunk it in.
Because there was nothing. I mean, when I was down there that close, Parodi was doing a better job than it made me look there, blocking those shots with his elbows. There's not a lot of gap through the middle, Rick. It's easy to get one in behind the elbow, but there's nothing through the middle.
You've got to wait while the counter comes and drop it in. To be honest with you, though, as the fight was going on, he was taking so much stick. He was moving in the first few rounds. He actually stood withstanding his ground later on.
Right.
He was standing and moving.
I hate to intrude on sort of private grief with you, Ricky. What does that feel like when you get one of those?
Well, you know, my last fight, to be honest with you, I'll give out a few in my career, but I got one my last time, and it's horrible. And you know, to be honest, you just knew it was over. You just knew the fight was over, and he needed a body shot. Those head shots wasn't moving. In fact, he was getting a little bit more confident. He was standing his ground a little bit more. And then, you know, that proves to be his downfall, you know.
When you say horrible, give all the Box Nation viewers out there just an indication of how you, the fighter, feel when you stop one of those and you know you've had it.
You feel like you're dying. You know, you can't get your breath. You know, the worse, the more air you're trying to suck up into your lungs, the worse the pain goes. You know what I mean? It's over. You know.
Yeah. Just a word from you about Parodi. Wasn't overwhelmed. Didn't swallow it. Came back for more and behaved with great dignity at the end.
I think he can hold his head up high, to be honest with you. You know, he'd probably do all right at European level. But Carl is not European level. Carl is world class, and that's the difference.
Now, everyone out there, and I'm sure all the forums will be going, crackers already in there, will be going Scott Quigg. Obviously still a world champion as well, another British fighter. Where are we with the politics now?
Well, the politics have been going on, they've been drifting on, there have been offers and counter offers. All the offers that have been made from one side and the other side, they're good offers. But there's no reason to chase Quigg unless there was $1 million or 1.2 on the table, and there's not $1 million or 1.2 on the table. Martinez, who was dismantled in this ring, an even better performance than that, he fights a guy called Mafibula. I think it's the 21st of the 12th December in Barcelona, where Martinez is from, Spain. And assuming Martinez wins, and I'm using the royal we've got to get him back here.
Yeah.
We've got to get him in this ring. But here's the thing, and I'm saying this, is it my imagination, or do the Irish travel fairly well? Do the Irish like to go to Spain?
They do.
I'm telling you. Don't rule that baby out.
They do like an away fixture. Listen, you might get to see Carl Frampton later on tonight. Give us here an indication of what you will say to him, fighter to fighter.
I just first-class performance, to be honest with you. You mentioned the Quigg fight there. I would win your world title first.
Absolutely. 100%.
He's got a world title, then Ian Carl's a world title, then it makes...
So you're not the poor relation?
Yeah, for all of them, you know, and they can go 50-50 with what it... And then they've got more chance of getting it on.
And the needle will grow, and that will be a serious fight of animosity, genuine needle. Quigg's a nice guy. He doesn't like Frampton. Let's not mince our words. Frampton's a lovely guy. He hates Quigg. Let's not mince our words.
Just a little word about the family who have pulled this all together, about the McGuigans, who still have a huge swell of support in this city. Massive figures as well. What they've done here tonight has been special.
It's been first, and it'll be the first of many, to be honest. It will just get better and better here. You can just see it. Didn't even get out of first gear, Carl. His movement was good. He was slipping and sliding, making the shots miss, banging the jab in, banging the body shots in. To be honest with you, they've got a gem, and who better to fly the Belfast flag from you than the McGuigans?
Absolutely. And listen, a word again from you, Ricky. Goodness me, you've done well at You've been doing the pictures, you've been signing all the autographs, but it just underlines what a great fighting city we have come to and will come to again in Belfast.
Yeah, you know, I couldn't walk down the street 10 seconds without somebody wanting me picture. You know, it makes me feel, you know, very, very proud. And it's amazing that I never got the chance to fight in Ireland as a professional.
I guess you regret. Don't come back though, will you? Don't come back to do it. We've done those. Yeah. We've done those. Bunsey, just give us a line, sum the whole evening up for us.
Well, it's been a sellout. Barry's here. He's surrounded by his sons. He must be the proudest dad in the world, not just in Ireland. Frampton did exactly what he had to do. We're moving on. It's a world title next, and Barry McGuigan was absolutely right. Let's pull out the stops, let's get it here, and let's have one of the most memorable nights ever in British boxing when he does the job against whoever's in the opposite corner next May.
Good stuff. Good.
Barry's dancing wasn't too clever, though.
There are no action replays of Barry's dancing coming up. Don't worry about that.
It will be Monday.
Monday you can do what you like. On Bunsey's Boxing Hour on Monday, of course, here on Box Nation. Absolutely invaluable. You must not miss that. Bunsey's Boxing Hour from 7 o'clock. Joe Calzaghe on that, looking ahead to the Bernard Hopkins fight at the weekend, and Boxing Matters with Alex. 7 again on Thursday night on Box Nation, and a big night of boxing again next Saturday. Bernard Hopkins and Karol Murat, the IBF World Light Heavyweight Championship, live from the Boardwalk at Atlantic.
Belfast.